You're listening to the Everything Swallow podcast with Sean and Shaina Swallow.
Put on your house robe.
That's right, it's the Swallow.
And your fluffy shoes.
'Cause the swallows are here. Make yourself comfortable. The swallows are here. The swallows are here.
Hello.
She hasn't seen her boyfriend either. Oh,
Who hasn't?
classy.
Why?
Because of the whole thing.
Oh, the COVID. So many people aren't seeing their boyfriends.
I got the Pure Romance parties scheduled.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, it'll be Saturday the 25th. I'm doing it early. I'm doing it at noon because everything at our house tends to be like 5 to 6 hours long. So
This is true.
I'm doing it early.
Yeah,
I sent out invites. And come. It'll be fun. My niece is the lady.
Facilitator.
Yeah.
The facilitator.
So it should be fun. She's very knowledgeable. If you have any questions, it's a good place to come and just talk about your girly parts and sex.
Now, you mentioned something very important. You said to talk about your girly parts,
Yeah.
which means no boy parts.
No boys.
No boy parts will be discussed.
No, we'll talk about boy parts, but no boys will be at the party. It's a girls only party.
Right? Is that your feet?
I'm rubbing the carpet.
Crazy.
It's funny that the mic picks it up.
Yeah, that's weird.
These are good microphones.
It's making me wonder. Should it pick it up?
No.
Whoa. I'm over here fiddling with stuff.
Yeah.
I love my new mic thing, but also it's making me crazy.
Why?
It's loose. You know, I haven't had time. We haven't spent any time down here to like work on the stuff. So it's just kind of loose.
Oh.
Which is weird.
I don't know.
But you do yours differently, see? I like how you got yours there. We're going to just work all this technical stuff out right here on the show. Before our nurse gets on. Have you,
Don't break it.
have you felt like we should have visited NurseX? We should have sent her a gift or something, maybe even?
We could send her a gift. We still can.
I should.
There's still time.
There is. COVID's not over.
No way. Not yet. But it is getting weird out there, right?
Speaking of weird, Kanye West is going to run for president. Could you imagine that, President Kanye?
No.
That'd be
that
weird.
would be horrible.
His speeches would be so long.
Listen, the Kardashians as a whole are pretty horrible.
He's not a Kardashian.
Yeah, he is. And so that would be horrible. It would be horrible. It's
I don't
horrible
know.
already. Everything is horrible.
Kim's becoming a lawyer. Kanye is a...
That other sister just had her face sucked out.
Chloe got a new face.
Mm-hmm.
She got a face for the Oval Office. She could be press secretary. Kim?
They found someone with a completely different face and cut it off and put it on that
there.
girl.
Like that lady with the monkey face?
Yeah, she doesn't even look like herself anymore. And I liked her the best out of all of them, but now she's just one of them.
She's always been one of them.
I know.
Yeah, they're all just one of them. But the Kardashians, I actually have not looked at any Kardashian news or Kanye news in a long time, which has been pretty kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I did see the Kanye thing, obviously, because it's making national news. I don't know how much, truth is in it, or is it just meant as a distraction?
Yeah, probably. Everything is a distraction.
Maybe he's
COVID was a distraction. It didn't work. Protests became the distraction.
Well, it might it might be like his own distraction, like when he said he was going crazy.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? And then he couldn't go on tour.
Well, they said he missed all of the important stuff that you have to get in on to run for president.
But so there's no way he could actually
That's what
run
they
now?
said on the news last night.
So he's too late to join the race.
Right. But if he wanted to next time, he totally could.
Well, because, I mean, it's like, is he even affiliated with a party?
I don't think so, but yeah, I don't know.
How does that work?
And
if so, I mean, what's that? Can I run?
Yeah. Anyone should be able to run. Absolutely anyone should be able to run. But it's very apparent in our democracy, if you're rich, you can run.
Easier.
Yep.
Because there is some fees.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to have anything. You just
have to afford
You just have to be able to afford it. Yep.
And, you know, a guy like me, it's hard to run national ads.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
I need a backer.
Right.
I need a backer who wants to back me, and I'll jump in right now. Swallow for president. President Swallow. President Swallow. What are you going to do about the potato famine? We're going to grow some more potatoes. See? That's solved problems,
That's so good.
man.
You did so great there.
Thank you.
I love it.
Send that
Anita
in.
and Dina Joe.
Will you
Hello,
send that
ladies.
in for my, my application?
Sure. We'll make a video. Like she did in Legally Blonde.
Hi. I'm Sean Swallow.
That's right.
Oh, my God. Could you believe me as president? I can. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think that would work. I totally think it would work.
I agree.
I don't know. Just saying.
Okay. Write me in.
You got to be in a sparkly bikini.
Write me in.
Right?
Oh, I'll be in a sparkly bikini.
Mm-hmm. Vote for L.
I'm in one right now. That's
so
right.
Funny. I love
Swallow
it. It's
along,
a great campaign, yeah.
Swallow along with me.
Yeah, you got to pop out of the pool, see?
Oh, of course. I got a little kiddie pool that I pop out of. I'll hold my breath and I'll just lay down on my back and then I'll just sit up like I'm in a coffin. Hi, I'm Sean. For sure. It's hot. For sure.
That's great.
Who's going to be your hot president? Me.
That's right.
That's who. I am always intimidated to make resume tapes. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I'll see on different job interviews and stuff, they say, send in your video resume. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I don't come off well in video.
Why? I think you do.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Oh, really? I feel like...
I think you're so well-spoken. I think you just spit it all out. We should try one.
I guess. I also don't feel like I come across well on voicemail.
Oh, well, now
Either.
there you might not
You
be
know what I mean? I don't know why.
But you're not practiced at voicemails as you are video.
Sean is calling me. I'm Sean. I'm Sean calling you. I'm horrible on voicemail. I just don't even know what to say. Call me. Call me back. You've heard me leave. Yeah, you've heard me leave messages, and then when I'm done, I look at you, and you've got this look of confusion on your face. Like, what? Why?
You didn't even say one piece of information.
Who are you just talking to? November 2nd is the election.
Yeah.
With Kanye. So January, February, March, April, May. Oh, we got July, August. What the hell month are we in? I've lost the whole year. We've got July, August, September, October, November.
That's 5 months.
5 months. So, like, basically
oh, my God.
4.
I'm so sick of Facebook, man. It's so horrible. I just keep getting rid of ads after ads after ads.
What is the deal with that?
After ads.
I can't stand it.
It's crazy.
I'm not seeing any of my people's stuff.
Not at all. Not at all. Me either. It's making me crazy. So I don't know. And then everyone's so nasty on there.
I was thinking about that the other day. It's like if I could, I would totally get away from Facebook.
Amita, this year's drunk. I told it to go home.
No shit.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
It is drunk.
This is how crazy that it is. Even the animals in Colorado are going crazy.
Are they?
The bears, they're going
everywhere.
into people's houses. The one just came right into the dude's house while he was sitting there on the phone.
And then it came back.
Yeah, there's a store not even in the mountains, just in the foothills, where a deer just walked right into the store, ate some chocolate chip cookies, and then turned around and left. But it hung out.
It just wanted to see if there were still humans around it.
Hung out for like a half an hour, came in, poked around, ate some chocolate chip cookies, and then casually left.
That's
right
funny.
here. They're going nuts. Here's pictures of it. It's like the animals are encroaching in on our...
yeah, because we've been...
Yeah, he's just all, hey, man.
We've been inactive for a little while.
Oh, he's got friends. The mail came in. He's like, listen, bitches, I'm going to go and get some cookies. You chill out. Holy shit.
That's great.
Him. Yeah, he sure did. Man. But you know what? I am a fan of chocolate chip cookies myself.
It would make you want to go in.
Right? What can you do? They say, please don't feed the deers cookies. Feeding deer cookies isn't cute. It's not deers. I always say deers. It can kill them.
Especially the chocolate. Don't you think?
Riddle me this. Colorado.
Well, Dina Joe has a little fox.
Oh, that's nice.
I would love to have a fox.
Bert has a fox.
Yeah,
as
he's
well.
got
Well,
two.
He's got several. But riddle me this, Colorado Parks and Wildlife. What are you going to do when you've got your door open to your business because of COVID? People aren't, you want to have the open airflow,
right?
All that stuff. And then all of a sudden a deer comes walking in and then begins to forage on a shelf of cookies.
Right.
Do you at that point try to spook the deer so that it runs around in the store and destroys a bunch of shit?
No.
Or do you just wait the deer out, let it eat the cookie, and leave?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say, hey, I lured this deer into my store with a giant chocolate chip cookie. You know what I mean? It's like the guy's sitting there doing his thing, and then all of a sudden he looks over and this freaking deer is coming into the store.
I don't know. I think that, well,
I get it.
You don't freak out.
Right, but I get their point is don't feed cookies, right?
Yeah,
it's illegal.
Don't feed them at all.
But he didn't feed them.
No,
he was
I know.
a victim.
They have been fed by someone else. And then they could smell the cookies in his store. And they were like, we're going to go get them bitch cookies.
It's a goddamn shoplifting deer. That's what that is.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's probably like a millennium.
I don't know, but you don't freak out. The time we had the squirrel in the house, I had to come home and get it out.
I freaked out.
Because you were freaking out.
Squirrels will bite your face off.
Oh, my God. They're little
horses
squirrels.
Will trample you, and squirrels will bite your face off. Oh, excuse me. They're little squirrels.
Now, I didn't have it jump out at the drawer at me.
You saw the video of the girl trying to save an innocent little squirrel from the kiddie pool. And
Again, going about it all wrong.
Scratched her face off.
All wrong.
Yeah, she was pretty stupid. Why didn't you just set the chair down?
In there.
Let the squirrel get on the chair and jump off.
Absolutely.
I don't know what she was trying to do.
I don't
but
either.
It shows you that a squirrel will rip your face off of your body.
Hey, did you know that there is a haunted road trip through Colorado?
I bet you it goes down Riverdale.
I don't know.
Where is this?
It's a haunted road trip through the ghost towns.
Oh,
you will never forget.
Yeah. I am really, my entire life, wanted to visit a ghost town.
It goes all the way around Colorado.
And the closest I think I've come ever was last week when we went to South Park.
Huh. Oh, yeah.
And I did not know South Park was a ghost town. Like a dilapidated town outside of Bailey.
No. Outside of Fairplay.
Sure. No.
Yeah.
No, it was Bailey.
No. It was Fairplay. We were in Fairplay, and then we saw it, and we went up there and saw the rest of it.
Where we got out and walked?
I'm pretty sure it's outside of...
No, that was in Bailey, not in Foreplay. Fairplay.
See, that's what I kept calling it.
Foreplay. Yeah, no, I believe it was south of Bailey.
Yeah. She went to Death Valley Ghost Town?
Where is that?
That'd be scary. Obviously in Death Valley.
Ah, well, I thought maybe it was called...
Duh. So the first one is, I don't know, Amnes Forks. It's located northeast of Silverton.
Silverton, northeast of Silverton. We know where Silverton is. Mm-hmm. There's a recreational dispensary outlet there.
Yep, absolutely. St. Elmo's.
It's the only thing there.
That one is the most famous ghost town in Colorado. Interesting.
Why is it famous?
I don't know. It doesn't say why it is.
I wonder, well, like she said that the one in Death Valley was anticlimactic.
This is Climax, number 3.
That's the name of it, is Climax? Well, you went to the wrong one. You went to Anticlimax, and we would go to Climax.
I don't know. And then there's Independence, Eureka.
Huh.
Eureka.
And this is like, how many miles road trip does it say?
Let's see. It doesn't say. It has a map, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go. Who wants to go on a ghost trip?
17 hours and 52 minutes to do the whole thing.
Oh, that's not bad.
Interesting.
That's a weekend. That's a weekend trip, probably.
Yeah. And some of them you have to drive in a little bit, like into the mountains, because they're like old mining towns. That'd be fun.
Yep. Well, that's what... Someone you know?
No, thank you, scam. Not today.
That we met someone yesterday that said there was an old mining town up above where we were cruising for campsites.
Right.
Jen's in for ghost towns.
Waterfalls. Swimming holes.
Yes.
Oh, I saw the thing pedal your way through the redwoods.
I'm in.
That would be...
Oh, no, those were in like little carts, though.
Yeah,
not
that
bicycles.
was on the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And you have the little cart that goes on the railroad track, and then you pedal it.
Yeah. It reminds me of that old-timey thing, the pump cart
Yeah,
that they would use.
that would have been fun, too.
Yeah, you'd be pumping that for like 20 minutes, and they'd be like, screw this.
Like in Blazing Saddle.
Yeah.
And they just roll right into quicksand.
You'd be like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not pumping this anymore.
Nah.
Because that's got to be hard. I've never done a pump cart.
No, I bet it is
But I bet to get up hills is tough.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Mr. Sheriff!
It'd be easier to...
How's your doll? I think half of everyone, or if not everyone in this room right now, Mr. Sheriff, Jen, Dina Joe, and Classy Little Cup, have a doll.
Yeah.
Have an action
figure.
Excuse me, an action figure.
Action figure Sean.
Yeah. Poor action figure Sean with Jen is threatened to get a buzz cut. Cut off his beautiful locks.
She found a great video turning it into a statue. Turning it into, what do you call it? Like an Emmy.
Trophy.
Yeah, trophy. Thank you. Thank you. What about 6 beaches hidden throughout Colorado?
What?
I know, right?
Well, one's going to have to be at the sand dunes.
Yeah, I agree. Allen's Park.
Tina Joe. He's so fun to play with.
He is so fun to play with.
I get that all the time.
Sometimes too much fun.
Too fun, definitely. Oh, you'll be dizzy. It'll get you spinning.
How about Rock Canyon Swim Beach in Pueblo? That looks nice.
Is that at Pueblo Reservoir?
Looks like it.
See, these are all just the lists, and list is growing of things that we don't do.
I know. That's because we're going to do them. Oh, except for we probably won't go to Cherry Creek. We've been there.
I've never been there.
Oh.
The only way I've ever been to Cherry Creek Reservoir is I rode my bike. I've ridden through there like 3 times.
Oh.
You used to go there and party with the girls and the boys?
Yeah, we would take Kelly's Wave Runner.
Oh, yeah, you would. Was it one of those ones that you had to get on your knees first and then stand up?
Yeah, she had one like that and then one you sat on.
Old schooler like the originals?
Uh-huh, that was her dad's.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
She rode that one.
Yeah, because you got to be skilled to ride that one.
Yeah, you got to know how to get up and down.
Yeah, you do. I have never ridden either kind.
It was fun.
Yeah, I've never been on a ski-doo. What else were they called? Something
Sea-doos?
else. Sea-doos.
Yeah.
Sea-doo, ski-doo, personal watercraft.
Right.
I've been on a boat.
Been on a boat.
I've been on the pontoon boat. And then we were on a pontoon boat. What kind of boat were we on in McConaughey? Or wherever the hell we were in Nebraska?
We were in Nebraska. When we were in Lake the Ozarks?
No, that was a speedboat and a
pontoon.
Recently, the most recent boat expedition.
Oh, that's just a speedboat.
Threw up
That's
on
just a
everything.
regular boat,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where you threw up on everyone. How about Jackson Lake State
I did throw
Park?
up on everyone. I threw up a little on you. And a little on a couple other people.
Yeah.
But
Ooh, Horsetooth Reservoir.
I've never been so sick.
Never been to Horsetooth.
I've ridden my bike around it.
I know, but you've never been in it. How about the Great Sand Dunes?
No, we went there once and only were there for a day.
I know, I would go
we
back.
Didn't stay very
we should
long.
go back.
We were so tired.
Yeah, of the children.
We were tired of the children.
That was a long road trip. You know who gives you those ideas? Fucking Clark Griswold. And we all grew up taking road trips. That's the only way we could travel. Afford to travel anyways.
Right.
Back in the day. Hey, you want to try to make tortillas today?
Yes.
We can. We could try it.
We could do them on the grill.
Oh, on the grill. Yeah, I guess we could. We'll have to take the griddle out there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because we have the griddle.
Yeah.
I lived with this friend of mine when I lived in Texas. After I got kicked out of my parents' house, after I went to the boys' home. Jeez, what the fuck? And his mom made tortillas for every meal.
Isn't it funny that you didn't get kicked out of other people's houses? Just your mom and dad's?
No, I never got kicked out of anybody else's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, just my parents.
Makes you wonder who the problem was.
It was me.
Are you sure? Me. It could have been them. I'm just saying.
Oh, it could have been. Who knows?
Anyways, been. I know them now.
Every meal she made with frickin' tortillas. We just lost her a few months ago, right during this whole COVID thing.
Oh, that's sad.
But she had been, dealing with stuff.
So. It's really a bummer, people who do pass during this COVID thing. Like my Auntie Madge.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have a funeral. You can't do your, I mean, we can't do our Catholic thing.
What if you called it a death protest?
And went anyways?
No, everyone got to go.
Right.
We could all stand close together and shout and put our phones up.
Right.
And then protest death.
Right.
And
can't they call the thing at the 4th of July a Bandemere protest?
In a sense, that's protesting your freedom. Like we're in it, and we were all protesting, not me, by lighting off illegal fireworks. In a sense.
Oh, it was amazing. The night sky was absolutely amazing. Looking around your neighborhood was incredible. We didn't have any issues in our neighborhood. No fires in our neighborhood. Nothing happened in our neighborhood. It was really fantastic. Except for you do feel bad for the vets, Army vets, and the animals.
I do.
Because it was a long time. It was several hours of just nonstop fireworks. And then when they stopped around your area, they were still going all around in the distance.
Right. I mean, even if you stopped and were like, okay, done with fireworks, you had no choice. I think I heard some going off at like 4 in the morning.
I heard some going off yesterday.
I feel bad for the dogs, the vets, small, like even the neighbor across the street said his littlest one was still freaked out by the big noises. So, which is why I went over there and said, hey, there may be some big fireworks going off here in a few minutes, and I wanted to warn you. And so they hung out for a little while, but then they took their little ones inside.
Yeah.
But again, that's because it's our own responsibility to protect our pets, and stuff. And I feel bad if your dogs were freaked out. We had dogs for years, and I freaking hated
Daphne was freaked out. And I couldn't find her.
We had to lock them in the bedroom, or protect them in some way like that. And it sucked for everyone. But
would just turn
I don't know
the
what else.
TV
There's
so
nothing
loud.
else you can do.
Yeah, no. And there was nowhere to escape it.
And for me, as a dog owner, to even ask the people around me, you're being, to stop doing what they're doing because it's upsetting my animal, is just not even realistic.
No. I mean, you can.
It just was unfortunate. A lot of people were on Facebook, like, calling people names.
That's what
You effing jerks, or you son of bitches. My dog, thanks for scaring my dog. You know what I mean? It's like,
wow.
Hey,
Wow.
Well, I'm sorry that you had to deal with your dog.
And your dog reacts that way, so maybe you could have prepared a little more. Like for our dogs, we would make sure we close the windows, we close the drapes, we put a movie in real loud, you know what I mean, just to kind of make them feel, and someone usually always had to stay with them.
Yeah.
And that's just what you did.
Yeah.
Because you have them. But to be the name calling, that's crazy.
Right.
I do feel bad. I had to find Daphne. Daphne was freaked out, I mean...
It was just a lot this year.
It was a lot.
You know what I mean? I understand.
Denver was insane. Yep. Oh, everyone's dogs are so done. Poor little Jack next door, too. Jack and Marlin.
Oh, yeah, Marlin.
I mean, Marlin is a vet. Yeah. And so he said it was horrible for him. He didn't even come outside.
He was wearing his own thunder blanket.
His own thunder jacket. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yep. He said it freaks him out. It's not a good...
Yeah.
And
Classy's animals were all over her.
The amount of it was pretty
I agree.
impressive.
The holiday is over. They should stop shooting them off,
Yeah, exactly. Now we're done. Save them.
Right. So stop. Save them for New Year, save them for next year, whatever, Oh, they got her a thunder shirt.
Ooh.
She was hiding in the basement. So is Daphne. Yeah. You can't blame the people. That's just what happens. It was incredible, and it's still happening. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully not tonight. But you should get a thunder
Possibly.
jacket, Classy. Maybe that would help, right? Yeah. It is way over the top. But I told Sean, this is exactly why they do the organized big shows. Because then you don't have this going on in the neighborhoods.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have the mass of everything. Because, like, in the cul-de-sac behind our street to the south, that was amazing. I don't know where they got those fireworks, but oh my gosh.
Those were professional looking things. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I'm sure they were able to buy those. You just buy them. You go somewhere. I swear we got some of those like that when we were in Missouri.
Yeah, we did, and we let them off there.
Because we got some really big ones, because the ones that the kids had, they were kind of small. They were
golf
small.
Ball
size.
We had baseball size mortars. Yeah, man.
That's what
good.
I think they were
lighting off. But you can light them off like crazy in Missouri because it's green there. It's moist.
It is.
You know?
All right, here we go. This is our guest.
Yeah, I think a lot of the fireworks were in protests. I agree.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that you're waiting because we have, once again, here she goes. Once again, we have very, very esteemed guest, NurseX. Hello.
Wow.
How's it going?
It's going. How are you?
Good. It's so good to talk to you.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Am I echoey because I'm in a room in a warehouse painting, but I'm going to move somewhere else.
Okay.
Because I can hear my echo. It's annoying me. So hold on.
Okay.
1 second.
No problem.
All right.
You're painting.
Okay.
Painting. What are you painting?
We're starting a business, and so we're painting the offices.
Oh.
Pretty exciting.
Very exciting. Can you talk about your
really.
business?
It's for my husband. It's not mine. It's really boring.
It's really boring. That's okay. New offices are exciting.
Totally exciting. I'm doing the trim. Woo!
Oh, no, that's the worst.
On my days off, you know.
Yeah.
All the cool stuff.
Trim doing trim.
Yep.
Living the life.
That's exactly right.
Well, we're so happy to have you back with us again today and give you a break from your painting.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So did you work a whole shift at the undisclosed hospital in an undisclosed location and then come home and paint?
I actually did that on Friday night, and then we painted all Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I had a great 4th of July painting. It was awesome.
That's a big
and
office.
then I painted, it's a warehouse.
Yeah.
So we're painting and then painted yesterday and did the flooring, and then we're just doing a little bit of the trim today. So,
wow.
almost done.
Almost
Thank
done.
God.
And then furniture time.
Then I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we'll be back on Saturday to finish up anything else. Anything wrapping, whatever.
You're crazy.
Yeah, free manual labor. It pays to have children.
Yes, it does, until they move away.
Yeah. I was getting ready to complain about the bedroom upstairs that I've got to paint this week, but I'm going to just keep that to myself.
Yeah, that'll just take a couple hours.
I think I'll just hush.
Well, you don't realize like how much it takes out on your body either, all the bending and stooping and standing, and oh my gosh, I woke up this morning and went, no.
You hurt.
Yeah.
Your shoulders will hurt, everything.
You're right.
If you're going up and down a ladder, that's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Your butt cheeks start hurting, your calves from standing on the ladder. Ladder painting.
I'm sure your listeners are like, Paint Talk 2020.
Paint.
Yay!
And then you watch the paint dry.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Fascinating. You see it, and it starts
and then you're like,
gets
I
less
gotta go
shiny.
back and do that again.
Yep.
Yep.
Look at that stripe.
Well, we didn't even get into rinsing and washing the rollers and the paintbrushes.
That's
so
the worst.
No,
it's not.
I love to watch the paint come off that brush and run down the gutter, and you shake it, and then you go
pulling the tape off the wall.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's always the nerve-wracking part. Like, please
That's
be
the
a
worst
good
part.
line.
I'd never get a good line. that
blue tape.
That don't work for shit.
Right? It's the worst.
I'm not painting that room upstairs now. Forget it. I don't own this place. Landlord can paint it when I move.
I'm painting it.
Or
That's
screw
my
it.
room.
They
I'm
can
painting
have a periwinkle wall. Like it. So how have you been? Have you been able to stay safe and well and sick free?
Yeah, yes, I have. I'm down to just like one four shift week now instead of two.
Oh, good.
Are doing it every week and stuff. we've had over 200 patients we've released with COVID out of the hospital. So that's great. They're keeping track. And, as they come off ventilators, they announce it to the whole hospital. So that's kind of been not fun, but, uplifting to watch and stuff like that.
Or ring a bell or something?
No, well, they do like when you have a donor, like somebody dies and they go to the OR to donate their body parts, we do a line, like we line the halls.
Oh, wow.
And everybody claps, and it's really cool. Like
That's
it's just
neat.
like a send off.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of doing that when they leave the hospital, each one of them. So
that's fun.
So they line the walls and we all clap, and it's really kind of cool. So that's been really, really neat. The part that's really frustrating, I think, for all healthcare workers right now is, they gave us the PPE. Like I said, I work for a huge hospital chain, so we've had all of the equipment we need. I mean, I'm wearing one surgical mask for 12-hour shift, which is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
But whatever. And then they wash our N95s, 5 times, and then you're allowed to get a new one, which the chemicals are so bad that I keep having asthma attacks, so that's awesome.
Oh, gosh.
So, we've had all the equipment. I have friends at different hospital systems that have had to wear cloth masks, and that's absolutely unacceptable. So I can't really complain there, but they decided that nobody was getting raises this year. They decided they weren't going to give us any PTO unless we worked. So we used to get it accrued when we were low volumed, and now we don't. We're required to sit if we get low volumed. We're required to deploy to other hospitals. Otherwise, we forfeit certain things.
Wow.
Just all, and it's next to impossible to qualify for pandemic pay. So I've tried twice now and not been approved.
That's
insane.
So
yeah, they replace things with this pandemic pay, but nobody can get it. So it's really shady.
And you guys should have no problem. I mean, any hospital employee should have no questions asked, no nothing. It should just be given to you.
It should be easier for you guys than a grocery store worker,
right.
probably.
Well, the problem they're having is the CNOs and the CEOs and all the upper admins and all that stuff, they all took a pay cut. So they're hiding it under the guise of, well, we did this, so you guys should do this now.
Yeah,
and
they should do it.
I think that there's going to be the biggest thing we had, we all rely highly on travelers.
Yeah.
Travelers help the health system go.
Right.
It's the most important thing, because we can't staff, and we need to staff for busy times. And in, I think it was May 11th, I almost said the name of my healthcare system. We let go of all of our travelers division wide. So there are no travelers, and for some of the hospitals, the bigger hospitals that do 300 and 400 deliveries a month, that's 20 people.
Wow.
And so they severely cut our workforce because it saved them money. So we had an example of how this saves money, which makes me laugh. We had a traveler who was going to do charge nurse, and that's extra money an hour. They're getting paid, time and a half essentially to what we're getting paid, and she's getting everything paid for her. They let her go. I came in and worked a 4th shift, so I'm on call. I'm in time and a half. I'm getting paid charge nurse pay, and I'm getting paid overtime. So how does that save you money?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just it makes no sense to me at all.
Yeah.
The way they're trying to save money is,
and it's just wearing you down. Yeah.
It is. It's wearing all of us down. And now we're having to go to other hospitals to help out because they're all short. And, we're still seeing COVID patients that are coming in and not disclosing it. And, we had one come in this last week who didn't speak English and exposed over 60 people to it.
Oh, my God.
Because we would have worn proper equipment had we known.
Yeah.
And when we got her prenatals the next day after she'd already precipitously delivered, we found out that
she had COVID.
She had it, and nobody had looked because nobody asked her in the ER when she delivered. Nobody asked her because she had. Yeah, so it's negligence on everybody's part. But
Wow.
here you go. Now you've got 60 people plus that have been exposed because all they were wearing was surgical masks.
Right.
Now she was wearing a mask for part of it, so I don't know.
Gosh.
It's just a crazy, crazy world.
And you can't get your damn pay. I mean, that's what I mean.
Right.
It should not even be questioned.
Right. Well, my number one rule is don't fuck with my money.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with my money.
Yep.
I will go the extra mile for you. I will work extra shifts. I will take care of everything.
Yep.
But don't fuck with my money.
Yeah.
Don't take my money away.
That's insane.
So we're on a hiring freeze. None of the hospitals are hiring. So even if you're miserable at your hospital system, the grass isn't greener, but you can't even go anywhere else.
Right.
And it's just a really interesting time. And I say this to my coworkers all the time. I feel like at the end of this, we're going to take care of our patients. And when the corona thing is done, I think we all need to band together as nurses in the Denver metro area and have a walkout or do something, because something has to change, because we cannot continue to be treated this way.
I agree.
It's so incredible how poorly we are being treated right now.
I agree.
And like, you know, we're the most trusted profession. We're, you know, for 20 years in a row, we're like the most trusted profession in the world. And we're getting treated like garbage.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
My sister has been a nurse for a very long time, and it's like I always would tell her, you know, you guys are the doctor. You know, the doctor doesn't really do much. Comes in and tells you what you already know. Yeah. And it's like, you know, that's it. They're in and out. But the nurses, man, they make the whole thing run. They make everything go round.
We're the eyes and ears.
Yep.
We see stuff. If something goes wrong, we're the ones calling up the doctor and going, hey, you need to come in here and check this out, because I think this is what's going on. Yep. And they come in and they're like, oh, yeah, here, give them this. And then they go away.
And then they go away.
We're the ones watching everything. We're with you for our 12-hour shift.
Absolutely.
We are there for you. Yeah, it's crazy. And, like, the doctors are all contractors, so they don't even work for the hospital system.
Oh, so, my gosh.
You know.
That's amazing.
They're taking pay cuts. They're feeling it too. I mean, I know our OBGYN group is taking 30% cut for all of their employees, because it's slowed down, because you're not bringing in the gynae patients and you're not bringing in the unnecessary stuff. You're just bringing in the people that need to have it. Prenatal care and stuff. So yeah, it's an interesting world we're living in right now. You know, we have empty beds, but not very much. We're definitely feeling, because this is our busy season, we're definitely feeling our busy season as well. So yeah, it's you know, the corona is coming back up, and our numbers are going back up with that, and then we're also in our busy season. So I'm interested to see how this continuation of the wave goes.
Right, to see what happens. That's insane. Yeah. So now let me ask you a question. These ladies that have corona and are having babies, do the babies have corona?
I was just looking that up. That's what the article says, that the triplets in Mexico were positive.
Yeah. So the babies are kind of weird. What we do if you are positive, so with the flu, we would take the baby away and put them in the NICU and seclude the mom. With the corona, we're having the moms wear masks anytime they're handling the baby, breastfeeding, any of that stuff, and we're having them keep the crib 6 feet away.
But they can't get it through breastfeeding.
As far as we know, although I just did read a really cool article, some midwives did some stuff, and women with the COVID had positive COVID in their vaginal secretions.
What?
So, yeah, I don't know why they thought to test it. I mean, maybe it was just because, like, with herpes and other things, it can be tested. It can be passed through the fluids.
Right.
Well, that seems easier.
Well, it's a mucus membrane.
Yeah, that seems easier than sticking that thing up your nose.
I agree 100%. I would much rather have something there.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't have that swab. Have you had that swab?
No.
Have you done the swab?
No.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what they're putting up there. They could be inserting something.
Quite literally goes to your brain and tickles your brain.
Yeah, it could poke you. That's so scary.
My brain is not strong enough to have things poking it.
It is a Q-tip. It's a Q-tip with like a foot-long stick on it that goes all the way into your brain.
Yeah, all the way to the back of your head. Oh, my gosh.
It's so
Did you have it done?
I did it just because we were exposed on our unit.
I would imagine you probably have to.
She didn't disclose that she had it either because she wanted the dad to be with her and told us.
How do they know? How do they know they have it?
Well, they went and got the drive-through testing and then got the call, and then they went into labor and they've heard all the horror stories, and so they we're not secluding the dads. We're letting the dads come in if they're positive with a mask. You know,
right.
Like if you know you have it, I mean, try not to expose us. But if you have it, we can take precautions,
right?
And then you can still have the FOC there.
That's amazing.
And we'll just wear our garb, you know?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Protect yourself.
That's so selfish.
Why are you not telling us that you have this?
That is so selfish. Golly, that is so selfish.
It's ridiculous.
Wow. That blows me away. So you feel better,
though.
but you feel better endangering 50 other people. Mm-hmm. But I get this one thing. It's amazing.
If you had hepatitis C, you would tell me, and I would take proper precautions.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll tell you, with how far we've gotten with HIV and all that stuff, hepatitis C scares me more.
Oh, I bet.
COVID, it doesn't scare me but like I don't want to give it to my mom.
Right.
You know, like
right.
I don't want to inadvertently give it to my husband's mom who's 84.
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
like I don't want to do that.
No.
So I gotta know. I mean, like we take care of patients with all kinds of weird things all the time.
Right.
You know,
that's
that are
what you guys
highly,
do.
highly contagious.
Right.
But you gotta let me know. And if you're not letting me know, then I can't do my job properly, and I can't protect my family and everybody else.
Right.
Or the other nurses.
Right.
You know,
yeah, and you
like,
can't protect anyone else properly then. Yeah.
Right. And I have asthma. I'm at higher risk, and I would like to wear the proper garb so that I don't hurt myself. You know, like. I know people that have died from it. I mean, we're still having people die from it. And, you know, it's only been like, I think what did that article I just read? It was like, we're at like 500,000 people have died globally from it. You know, which is I'm going to be a total asshole here, but like in the grand scheme of things, we've got 7 point whatever billion people on the planet. So really, do I care about the culling of 500,000? Yes, I do. They're people, but like, I mean, really, it's a drop in a bucket.
Right.
So, I mean,
well, how many do we lose to the flu every year?
Yeah, how does that measure up?
Right.
Yeah. It really is minuscule in the grand scheme of things. And yes, I realize that each one of those are people, and my caring, loving nurse part of me is like, oh, that's a person, but the other part of me is like, really? Come on.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the flu kills way more people a year.
It does, and it changes, just like this is mutating, so we'll see what happens because, like I said, this is mutating, and it doesn't seem to be more contagious or anything with the mutation yet, so I don't know. Yeah. I think it's a lot more asymptomatic mutation now, so, I mean, I don't know. But then I'm also hearing about these stupid antibodies, like within 2 months of having it, you could test negative for the antibodies, so who knows?
That's insane.
It's not even real.
Right?
Right. It's like so bizarre. And like, you know, we were driving through there's like a little drive-through kind of mall area by my house, over by the promenade, and we were driving through and the AMC's closed and Rock Bottom Brewery is closed and all these other places are closed, and it's just sad. You just keep seeing these for lease signs just pop up, and I mean, like every day I see a new one, and I'm like, holy crap, the Taco Bell just closed.
Yep.
You know? Like, oh my god,
not the Taco Bell.
We saw a liquor store.
The Nacho Supreme. Right. Come on,
gotta get a gordito.
It's crazy.
We saw a liquor store, and Sean was like, how does a liquor store go out of business? You know, especially during this time, but it's totally possible.
The only thing I can think of is that they have the liquor in the grocery stores now, and I'm sure that's hurting people.
Oh, absolutely it is.
That's the only thing I could think of, because we saw that too the other day. I was like, what in the hell is going on when a liquor store during a pandemic closes?
Yep, that's exactly right. Hey, I saw that you went on a road trip though.
We did.
How was that?
It was awesome. Well, we wore our masks because we're good humans, America.
Oh, good job.
The girls got 48 states, which is awesome. So they only have Hawaii and Alaska left. And they're gonna have to get that on their own. We went to Minnesota. It was really bizarre though, because we popped into Wisconsin and masks weren't required anywhere.
Right.
And then we popped into South Dakota and North Dakota, and no masks were required anywhere, which is just so bizarre to me. Like, because they're so prevalent here, you'd think that everybody was doing that, and they're not. Like we drove through Iowa to get to Minnesota, and it was like bizarre because some people were, some people weren't. You know, then you see the idiots wearing them in their truck with their cigarettes.
Right. Like, oh my God, I saw that the other day too.
So
the car driving with the mask confuses me.
It does me too. Or the gloves and the mask in the car. I'm like, who are you gonna infect, yourself?
You're in the car by yourself.
The safety glasses, a face shield, a mask, gloves on.
Yeah, and you're like, okay,
driving
cool.
in your beekeeper suit.
Yes, that's awesome. So we went to Minneapolis, which is where all of the Black Lives Matter, and the George Floyd stuff was, and it was very. I was just there 2 years ago because I'm a huge Prince fan, and we went up to First Avenue where he played, and the movie was filmed, and all the places, and it's all closed. It's all boarded up and closed. Wow. And we were able to take some pictures in some of the places, but we couldn't get into Paisley Park or any of the places.
Was it destroyed?
But we were downtown. No, it's gated, so thank God. I honestly think that although yesterday they tore down a Frederick Douglass statue, so who knows?
Yeah.
All of the black icon stuff in Minneapolis, and I hate to say it that way, but the history stuff is fine.
Okay.
A lot of like, there's a couple of barbershops that we passed that were fine, but next door was an Asian market, and it was boarded up and trashed, and it's just sad. It's a shame. That's a very, very diverse town, and it's sad. And just all the signs everywhere, everything boarded up, things on fire, windows broken out, all that stuff. It was just really real. And we had it here. My daughter went and protested and did the Black Lives Matter thing and laid down on the ground. But as soon as the riot started, I was like, the curfew happens, you're home.
Yep.
I'm fine with you doing your part to make a difference. But as soon as the curfew happens, your ass is at our house.
Yep.
And just to see the destruction is just crazy.
Oh.
And we were on the 16th Street Mall. It's just as bad.
Yeah. We've been downtown and have been around and seen some stuff here in Colorado. But that's pretty neat that you got to go there and that you have been there before. So you knew what it looked like before all this happened.
Yeah.
How sad really for you. That'd be so sad. You go there. I just imagine all those poor people out there. I feel so bad for them because just every day. Walking around looking at it, seeing it still, because it takes a lot longer to rebuild it than it does to tear it down.
Well, and then you got all the people. We drove through the neighborhood, like in that area where he lived, and they were having a protest there. So I let my daughter go and participate and stuff for a little bit, just because she really is passionate about it, and we were supporting her. But we were driving through that neighborhood, and people have sheets hanging from their windows of their houses, and that Black Lives Matter, we stand with Floyd, like everywhere, just like the whole. And we went into Walmart to get a fishing reel because ours broke, and there's all these hats that just like defund the police and all these things, and it's so crazy up there and just volatile. And
I bet though you would want to hang Black Lives Matter something in your house to just be like, please don't destroy.
I support.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, we picked up some signs and we have them in our front yard just because my daughter wanted them so bad, and I'm like, we support it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So but like I almost wonder if it's not a necessity up there, just so
that they don't
be spared.
Yeah, you don't lose your whole livelihood. Wow. That's so
a lot
sad.
of people have it written in shoe polish on their cars and stuff. I wonder because there were cars destroyed. Who knows?
Oh. Don't burn my car.
It's such a weird time. I don't even know.
It's wild. Well, you're an awful good mom.
Yeah, you are.
You know what I mean? Letting you're not being all. You see a lot of videos. I do, anyways, of parents not supporting their kids in this thing, and especially in our age group.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, the thing about it is, I am a very moderate conservative. How about that?
Okay.
And my kids I have a non-binary, I think that's what they are right now, a non-binary transgender child who was born female, and I have a lesbian child, and I have my youngest is defined as queer. My oldest is straighter than the straightest straight.
Right.
I've always liked boys. And my third daughter used to try and kill herself. She's been committed a bunch of times, and the last time was around 13, and it stopped because she came out.
Yeah.
And she was afraid that we weren't going to support her. And my philosophy has always been that I would rather love my child and support my child than put her in the grave.
Absolutely.
And so that's kind of right. And that's kind of been my MO since dealing with that kid. And it's been easier for my other kids to come out as, socialist, whatever.
You're awesome.
Well, it's a struggle. The struggle is
real.
No, I could tell. I could hear it in your voice.
We had to have a talk. Yeah, it's hard for me. We had to have a talk with the kid because all it was Black Lives Matter and transgender lives matter and pride and this and this and this, and all we felt like we were conversing was her shoving it down our throat. Them shoving it down our throat.
Yeah.
Trying to force us to change our minds, and I said to them, I don't want our conversations and our interactions to be all about conflict and angst. Let's just have normal conversations about normal things. And it's fine to have political conversations as a family, but know that we're going to disagree with you on a lot of it. We're willing to learn. I never would have referred to my female-born child as they, their, them before,
Right.
But I'm really trying because I don't understand it.
It's important too.
It's very hard for me. But that's where they are right now in their 18-year-old lives, where they know everything.
It's so great, right?
So I've got to support it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
you have to let them make their own path so that they can understand the decisions. And because when, as a parent, we say, no, don't do that. You can't. You're wrong.
Right.
Then that just makes them even more adamant to, even if they realize they're wrong, to stay in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and I've always, like, immersed them. Like, when the Me Too thing came out, we went down to the Capitol, and I immersed them in a peaceful protest with some of the people that I volunteer with. And Anonymous came. And rather than trying to explain to them, because I don't like Anonymous, but rather than trying to explain to them my point of view, we went up to them and talked to them and said, okay, tell us what you do and why you're here.
Right.
And they actually got to talk to them and make their own opinions, because I wasn't really afforded that. I came from a very, very strong military, like, this is what we do and what we believe kind of family.
Right.
And so I really wanted them to be able to make those choices, even if they're wrong, which they are.
Most of the time. Absolutely. That's so crazy, right? I know. I just had a conversation with our 23-year-old daughter, and that was it. It was like, okay, so you've had some epiphanies, you've had some real life, and you're changing your opinion on a few things. Okay, it's okay, you know?
Well, we are sending our child to a liberal arts college that is $45,000 a year, and we told them all that we were not paying for college.
Yeah.
That they had to do it the hard way. If they really wanted to go, they had to do it like we did and get loans and all these other things. Well, they are short $12,000 and cannot find that money anywhere. And all of, got $25,000 in scholarships. And I mean, has busted their butt. Kind of hate saying they, but I'm going to do it because I'm trying real hard.
You're trying hard.
And then had a reality about, why is it so hard? Why can't I just have what I need? Why can't everything go the way I want it to? And I said, well, that's kind of why capitalism works, because you work as hard as you can. And, socialism, they're not going to hand it out to you. They expect you to give all of your money and then, for the greater good. But that doesn't get you where you want to go and give you choices so that you can go back and help people later on, And so they had a really big reality check about, like, their ideals and stuff, and it was kind of a nice thing to watch and see. So
it is nice
so
when
I'm
it
hoping
happens.
As we go forward, we see that, maybe this isn't the greatest system.
Right.
Maybe Bernie's not all that. Maybe he is. I don't know. So
I can't see the future.
Maybe there's a happy medium.
I will tell you right now that you are a bigger person than I.
Why is that?
Dude, the struggle is real.
I wouldn't.
The struggle is real.
I can tell you right now that as much as I love my kids, I'm not changing their pronouns. Do you know what I mean? And
it's
so
the hardest thing in the
and I would just tell them flat out. It's not a disrespect, but you came out of my vagina.
I disagree.
Well, and I told them that I was not going to change because they have a new name now.
Yeah. That's the hard part.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
It is the stupidest name I have ever heard in my life. It's dumb. I hate it. It's idiotic. I like the name that I gave them.
Right. Yeah. And they were given that for a reason.
And I said, I thought long and hard about what I was going to name you. I love your name, and I have called you your name for 18 years, and therefore I am still going to call you your name. Mm-hmm. Gaga's parents don't call her Gaga. They call her Stephanie.
Yeah.
Right.
His parents don't call her Fergie. They call her Stacy.
Yep.
Guess what I'm going to call you?
Your name.
Your name.
Yep, absolutely.
Because I love you, and I love that name. And they were fine with that. They're like, I get it.
Not
and
the person formerly known as?
Yeah. Right, the sign.
Yeah.
Well, I am a Prince fan, so my child formerly known as Prince.
That's right. That would be better.
That would be that. I would totally call them Prince. I'd be like, "Hey, Prince, come here."
That's right. That's acceptable.
But this name is so stupid, and they want to be a famous actor. Yeah, that's right. And they want to use this name, and I'm like, that's the dumbest name I've ever heard. Nobody's gonna hire you with that name, So whatever.
I love it. I love it, man.
When an agent tells them, then they will.
Correct. An agent will be like, "That's a dumb name.
Yeah, exactly.
You're stupid.
You're super talented, and that's not going to get you anywhere.
That name's not going to get you hired.
Yeah,
it's a dumb name."
That's so great, man. It is really, really something because like, I had to have a conversation with Ariel about the whole Black Lives Matter thing, and I told her, I said, "Listen, you're 23. You do what you want. You can have your own opinions. Just make sure you know what you're talking about. Check your facts so that when people come at you, you can combat them because you have the knowledge." And she was like, that's not going to happen. And I was like, okay. And then like 2 days later, she was like, oh my God, Mom. And I was like, yeah.
Well, and ours was kind of the same way when they came out. We were driving to go pick up the dorm because we still hadn't gotten the dorm because it was really hard to get out there. And we had a 5-hour drive and they're like, well, I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm transgender. I'm like, okay, but what does that actually mean? Well, okay. Well, you've got, and I'm asking questions and I'm grilling them and stuff and trying to figure out like, what does this really mean?
Right.
Like, are you going to have top surgery and have your boobs removed? Like, how far are you taking this?
Right.
Body dysmorphia. I mean, because like in our generation, trans is a bad word. You know, I think of like, Danny Bonaducci and Rob Lowe and all them with the transvestites. That's what I think of when I think of trans. I don't think of somebody that's transgender. Transgender is different from transvestite or trans whatever.
Right.
So that part is hard to get in my brain. I don't feel like basically the pronoun thing has been easy for me to process because some days she wakes up and she's a girl.
Right.
Some days she wakes up and she feels like a boy. So they is the plural of a she or a he.
Right.
And therefore I can kind of get that in my brain.
Right.
So unless I go, hey, what do you feel like today?
Right.
Today, they're dressed up like a hardcore basketball shorts, t-shirt wearing freaking boy.
Okay.
With tennis shoes on. Cool, whatever. We went out, we were in Minnesota and they're like, oh, I saw a really cute boy. But I look like a boy, so I don't know how to flirt with a boy when I look like a boy. I said, okay, and this happened 2 times. I said, okay, well, why don't you wear makeup today in case we see a cute boy or something, or girl, whatever. And they're like, yeah. So they put on makeup and dress cute and little romper and stuff like that and saw a cute boy, So it was like, okay, well, see, I mean, like, you got to decide.
You got to decide.
They're attracted to both.
Yeah.
And right now, they have a shaved head and it's grown out about 1 inch and I hate it and whatever.
Yeah.
But we went from a mohawk to a shaved head and we're trying it out and growing it out and
progress
whatever.
is small.
Hair grows, right?
Yeah,
right.
I don't know, whatever.
Yep.
So yeah, it's an interesting experience for sure. And 2 conservative parents who raise their kids in the church have 3 queer children is
something
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You're like,
so,
you can't plan that.
We're going with it. I love my kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the most important
the
thing.
number one thing.
That's the most important thing. Because this is the hardest time right now, and then as they get older, they figure themselves out more.
Right. Don't cut them out and then they'll figure it out.
Right. And then it'll work out.
And I have a lot of
we should write
friends.
that
Like
down.
I was a club kid and so I hung out with a lot of gay guys. I was kind of hag back then, and I love.
Now
them.
you're
I
a
love
fruit
them to
fly. You can't say fag hag anymore. It's a fruit fly.
Yeah.
death. Okay, well, I didn't say a fag hag. I said I was a hag.
Okay.
You know what I meant.
I know.
But yeah, and so very, very welcoming to the community. I had a friend that was beat up by his boyfriend. He came and lived with us for 6 months with me and my husband. So it's not like we're like, haters. I'm not a hater.
Right.
It's just been really interesting, their viewpoint of us and stuff. And like, we've had lots of really cool conversations about God and Jesus and, all the stuff. And we've kind of come to the decision that all of us sin and this is the chosen sin that they are sinning and they have to come to terms with it. And if they're good with it and they're good with where they are with their relationship, then we're cool.
Well, and this is what I've always,
like
Sean and I have always talked about and I said, it's like, okay, you love the sinner. You don't love the sin, right?
Yep.
So it's like, I don't have to agree with what you're doing, but I will continue to love you and support you if it's in a healthy manner.
Yep.
If it gets
Well,
unhealthy.
we're getting really heavy today.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not for me to judge what's sin for you and what's sin for me.
No,
It's not.
You know what I mean?
When you go up there and you're standing before him, that's between you and him.
Yep, absolutely.
I got my own shit. For
Exactly.
sure.
I just want you to be knowledgeable and make sure you're making the right decision.
Pick the right shit.
Yep.
Right.
Pick the right shit.
Exactly.
That's exactly
I mean,
it.
and what's right for other people, like our kids have told them the same thing. What's right for you is not going to be right for me. What's right for me is not going to be right for you, maybe.
Right.
Sometimes they'll cross over, sometimes they won't.
Yep. Doesn't
Exactly.
matter.
I won't judge you. You don't judge me in front of each other.
How great, though. What a great road trip you had. You had Corona.
It was really good.
You had all
Really
these
good.
deep conversations.
Yep.
Little growth spurts. Damn kids.
A lot of tears.
A lot of tears.
A lot of tears. A lot of jam sessions, singing really loud. They love screaming like war kind of music. So like it's funny. My husband has 3 or 4 songs. They play heavy metal rock that they scream, sing, and it gets old, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's the
then
thing.
I turn on Africa by Toto, and we're,
That's right.
like, okay,
it's fine.
It's time.
That's called balance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, totally balanced.
Everyone gets their moment.
I love it.
Some Madonna, some Mariah Carey, all of Mom's overplayed songs.
Right.
Yep.
Backstreet Boys. It's all good.
And then gore.
And then a little gore. That's right. That's right.
What was
Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I
Our
remember
kids
that
loved
phase.
that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that where Patrick got his nose busted?
No, that was the show called Demon Hunters.
Demon Hunters.
Nice.
And that it was a Christian / metal scream band.
Yeah.
And
There you
so,
go.
and my son got a forehead to the nose and busted his nose.
But he looked so hard with
Oh,
his blue
so great. He had
mohawk
a
and the
mohawk.
blood running down his face.
Some stupid
He
little
came
plug.
home and cried,
What was the
Mom,
name of that
I
place?
hurt my nose.
Some
The Marquee?
Marquee Theater. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Fun.
Marquee.
Yeah.
Good
Good
stuff.
time.
So you had this great road trip. Anything
Yeah.
that pops out in your head like, oh my God, this we saw, or this happened, or you saw a couple Amish guys changing a tire on a wagon or anything.
Okay, well, there's one thing. If you ever go up towards Minneapolis, you have to go to the world's largest candy shop. It is like
What?
the coolest. Look it up online. It's the fucking coolest.
The
Every
world's-
candy you can possibly imagine. World's largest candy shop in Jordan, Minnesota, I believe. It's like 10 minutes outside of Minneapolis, and holy crap, they have everything.
Wow.
Amazeballs. It started out as an orchard, and they just kept adding and adding and adding to the building, and it's like got themed rooms, and I mean they have a TARDIS in there. If you're a Doctor Who fan, yes, they have a TARDIS that you can walk into and take pictures. So yeah, it's very cool. My
Minnesota.
And it was
Yeah, they
open,
have full
completely
size-
open, nothing.
completely open. They asked people to wear masks, whatever. Cool. It was awesome. It's the greatest place I've ever seen in my life. But I'm a candy freak. So.
I don't think the masks are going to go away.
I don't think they are either. They say at the hospital that maybe after flu season, which ends in March, that we might be able to take them off. But by then we'll have COVID again. So I think it's the new norm, unfortunately.
Right, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at this place.
Me too.
Isn't
Now-
it awesome?
It's giant.
It looks like Fremont Street
It does.
in Vegas.
It's like that size. It
Is it?
quite literally
Oh my God.
that size. It
They
is
have every
huge.
flavor Big League Chew.
We spent
They,
5 hours in that place.
there's-
Are you kidding?
Do they have
No.
all those flavored Kit Kats like they do in
Oh, yeah.
Japan?
They
Everything.
do.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have the matcha
I just
and they
saw
have the
'em.
mint and all of it. Yeah, all of it.
Wow.
So here's the story. Jim's Apple Farm, that's owned and operated by the
Yep,
family.
started out as an apple farm.
Yep, they 1930s, and then the retail site on that address, they sold apples from the orchard and some other things, and then he operated. It was a small business. Midway through, they started selling candies, baked goods, jigsaw puzzles in the
my
gift shops, and then now it's just grown into this monstrosity.
I love the building.
It is-
It just keeps getting
the
bigger.
building's- It's so huge, and they have
Longer
they
and
still
longer.
sell the pies, and they still sell the apples, and they still they have every kind of cool concoction of Rice Krispie treats, and the puzzles are they have in the bathrooms that you go through porta potty doors to get into the bathrooms, and then in the bathrooms they have all these masterpieces on the wall framed beautifully, but they're puzzles that they put together. It's
Oh,
so
That's
freaking cool.
awesome.
That's the
That's
jigsaw,
awesome.
the jigsaw puzzle part.
It's so cool. It's so cool. It's I can't even if you ever get up there, that's the one place
shit.
I was. And we went to the Mall of America. Yay, whatever.
It's just a
It was only,
giant ass mall.
30% open.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That doesn't attract me at all.
No, we wanted to go because of the roller coasters, but they were closed. They couldn't do the roller coasters,
Right.
so we spent some money. And I got my husband a massage. It was Father's Day, and
Ooh.
my daughter my youngest wanted to go to the Rainforest Cafe, which I highly don't recommend.
We did
It
that
sucked really
in
bad.
Vegas.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But we bought a
Horrible.
coat.
Okay. we got a souvenir glass. I got a Mai Tai so she could have a souvenir glass, but it was awful food.
Yeah.
Horrible. Fun for the little kids. Really stupid when you have teenagers.
Yeah.
She liked it. Her friend had gone. Her friend's like, you gotta go to the Rainforest Cafe, and we're all like, well, that's the last time she gets to pick where we get to go.
Right.
It's like
You're good for a while.
I almost had Shaina talked into going to the Lego Museum, and then
Right.
we
Okay, well, that
walked.
would be kind of cool.
Yeah, we walked through the lobby, and then I was like, I ain't paying $26 to go in there. You know,
okay.
I mean,
So-
it was like,
That's how we felt about Wasmego, Kansas. There's a Oz. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have
Yeah.
Toto's Tacos and all these places.
Right,
They
right.
have the Oz Museum there.
Right.
yeah.
So we go into the outer place where the gift shop is and stuff like that. And, the kids want to do the tornado little tube thing. You go in and all that stuff. Cool, whatever. But I'm not paying $20 for each one of us to go through the museum. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't care that much. I'm not that hardcore of a fan. But we said we went and we got the tacos and we did all the fun stuff and then we left.
Yeah,
Same
just
thing.
send the one best storyteller.
Right.
Right.
I wasn't even going to pay to go through the Bigfoot Museum up there in Bailey.
Yeah.
I felt like it was just
I don't know.
a back room with some drawings.
Well, we've been in there before they made it up.
Yeah,
back room.
before you had to pay for
Yeah.
it, we used to go up there. And so now
there's a cryptid museum that my daughter keeps trying to get us to go to, and that I could see because it's like all of the different things.
Yeah, that would
like
be
the
fun.
Mothman and stuff.
Yeah.
That one I could see maybe.
Yeah.
The other thing, we did the Enchanted Highway in North Dakota
What's that?
because look it up. It's a bunch of artwork displays in the middle of a highway in North Dakota.
Wow.
Spread about 4 to 5 miles apart, each with a theme. There's 7 or 8 of them. And then at the end of it is this little town, I think it's called Regent, North Dakota.
Is it
and they have a
Spectre?
little gift shop.
No.
Was it what?
Spectre?
From Big
From
Fish.
Big Fish? Never mind.
No.
Never mind. Ooh, fun
it's some-
Enchanted Highway.
Enchanted Highway, North Dakota. So if you ever go to North Dakota, other than Fargo or Bismarck, there's
look at that
really
guy.
nothing there. I would say that I would try and make the Enchanted Highway. Was it fun? Yes. My kids were like, "This is stupid." I'm like, "Let's do it." There's like a maze. It's kind of like we went to Plymouth Rock. Have you ever been to Plymouth Rock?
No.
Okay. It's like the size of a football. It's really retarded. I shouldn't say that word, but it's really retarded. And there's like a gate around it, and you stand there and you look at this rock, and it says whatever year, 1402, I don't know what year it is. And we all looked at it, and like I made a big deal of going because we were doing the Northeast to try and get a bunch of those states out. And the kids are like, "This is so lame." I'm like, "All right, damn it. All you assholes better be all excited about this fucking rock we drove all the extra way for right now. I want to see you excited about this fucking rock." And they're like, "This is the coolest thing ever," to make me feel better. Because it was so lame. But we said we went and did it. So, yeah, it's that kind of thing. Enchanted Highway, we did it. Cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked through all the pictures, so I'm going to actually pass on going to it.
You probably could. Although they are making a new one with spiders and a spider web, and they're using the mixing drums for cement mixers
fun.
as the tails of the spiders. So that might be kind of cool to go see someday. I
I
don't
would
know.
check it
I
out.
think I'm seeing the
Just
pictures of the
saying.
spiders. The spiders
They
aren't
don't
really,
have it yet. They're making
not
it.
really scary.
They don't have it yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
these are
it's not there yet.
grasshoppers
Yeah,
I'm seeing.
yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
big-ass
the
grasshopper.
grasshopper.
It is a big grasshopper.
It's huge.
That's
It's huge. You
that's
can
a-
go on my Facebook page and look at pictures, and you can pretend you were there.
That's a big farmer. I
Yes.
think I'm seeing it all. A cowboy and
You did.
the
You
chuck
did,
wagon. Yeah.
The fish.
The fish and the
The
boat.
fish are pretty cool.
I like the
Yep.
giant birds. Now, I am a fan of giant bird statues, so I would probably like those.
Those are quail, I think.
They look,
Oh, I can see that.
yeah, they look quaily.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet, let me tell you.
Wow.
So anyway, that was our family vacation and ruined by COVID and
Yeah.
Well, enhanced.
Yeah.
enhanced by COVID. And, now my husband and I next week are going to Florida, which is a little sketch, but
Oh,
we
wow.
have these reservations. We're just going to Clearwater. We're going to sit in the hotel and DoorDash food, and then we're going to go to the beach and get tan and read books. So
I love
think
it. Just the two of
that's
you?
allowed. Just the two of us without children.
Oh, yeah. That's
is
totally
awesome.
allowed.
Are you gonna have to wear a
Yeah.
mask on the beach?
No.
I'm not wearing a mask on the beach. They can suck my dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and stay away from me. I'll
wear
go over
I'll wear
there.
it in the hotel. I think if you're distanced, like it's a private beach for the hotel.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we're probably going to be okay.
Yeah,
If
and
I-
it's
if
not going to
I'll
be
rent a
super
damn-
packed.
I'll rent a cabana at the pool. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just need some sun.
We're not going to sightsee. We're going to just sit on the beach, read books, and chill
Right.
before the opening of this business. So we're just
Not be
over it.
around
Good
children.
for you guys. Yeah, that's smart.
Yep.
Smarty pants. Try not to
I
see
kind of
anyone.
am.
Try not to see
we
anyone.
know.
Okay. Last thing, did you see the picture of the baby that was born holding the what's it called? UTI?
IUD?
The IUD.
The IUD.
Yes.
You did?
You did see it?
UTI. A UTI is a urinary tract infection, so that's pretty awesome.
Oh, no, wait.
Yes.
No, that's the diesel mechanic school. So, you know
IUD.
You know the story?
Yeah. I have seen it happen in life.
You have?
Life, actually.
Oh, my gosh.
This particular photo is not real.
Yes, it is.
They found the IUD when they did the C-section. It did not come out of the womb with it in its hand.
Are you
Okay,
sure?
I read it up.
We have actually had IUDs come out like twisted into heads and stuff.
Oh, my God, that's horrible.
Yeah. Wow.
What do you do? That's surgery.
This is exactly why I asked you this question.
Yeah, one of our nurses actually got pregnant on an IUD and is due in August. So she's her other kids are like, her youngest is 12. She's like, what the fuck?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
So
you be
her
mad?
IUD kind of moved, and it has to be placed in the right spot. And if it's in the wrong spot, you can totally get pregnant on it. So you always want to have an ultrasound afterwards. But yes, I've seen that happen a lot.
And you
honestly.
can't go in and have it taken out?
You can try and take it out, but sometimes, depending on where you are in the pregnancy,
It can terminate it.
because a lot of them don't find out they're pregnant until later on.
Right, because
you
they don't
have
expect
periods
to
on
be
the marina.
Right.
It can be dangerous and it could cause a miscarriage. So sometimes it's not even worth it.
Wow.
And so a lot of them are born. It comes out with the placenta, or it'll come out in a C-section. A lot of the time, we see it. Not all the time, but like
It's
a lot.
happened.
I've seen
It
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
That's
curious.
insane.
No, it's a thing.
I was shocked when I saw the picture, and of course, I bought into it because I love fake news. You know, this baby's got
Me
a popsicle
clickbait.
and an IED in the other hand.
Yeah, because
Oh,
the
yeah.
picture is in the
Yeah.
baby's hand.
Yeah, he's holding
Like
it
he carried it out.
like a trophy.
He's like, yes. No, I am all about.
He found
I am
the
all
prize.
about the clickbait.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but then I did look it up, and I found the article, and
Right.
they said they were unable to locate it when they found out she was pregnant, and so they left it in. But then they found it during
Yep.
the C-section, and the nurses thought it would be a great little tongue-in-cheek, fun thing.
To take
and
a
her
picture.
post
Yep.
was, "Well, I guess this IUD, what's it called?
IUD.
IUD didn't work or whatever. You know what I mean? Just kind of
Right.
to poke fun at
It's
it.
a DUI.
Yeah, she got a
It's
DUI.
a DUI. Absolutely, it
Got
is.
a Dewey.
The penalty
Baby's got a
feels the
Dewey.
same.
Yeah, right. And soon she's going to be MIA.
Right.
But when I read that it was fake, I thought, oh, well, this probably never happens. But now for you to tell me that it does.
It does happen.
Pretty
Oh, yeah.
weird.
Yep.
I love it.
We see all kinds of weird shit.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Has a baby ever been born with a kazoo?
No, I have not seen it yet.
Man, that'd be
However, there
great.
are a lot of. Anytime there's a hole, people will put weird shit in there.
Yeah,
So
I know.
You could actually, hypothetically, get that stuck up in there, and as the baby's coming out, come out with a kazoo. It could happen.
It could
I can see it
happen.
happening.
Or a
totally
light
happen.
bulb or a squirrel.
Well, no,
Right.
I like the kazoo because it's going to
Right. Right.
get
What
you a
was
little
that,
jig.
Spaceballs?
Right.
Was that Spaceballs where the guy comes out?
Yes.
That's exactly
Bust
right.
out.
That's
Yeah.
the parody of Alien.
Yeah.
That's great.
Just curious.
Yeah.
What?
That's so great.
Interesting. Well, I'm sure in your line of work you see a lot of odd things.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get a lot of weird confessions too, I'm sure. Well, that
Yep.
happened because. Eh.
Because I put a kazoo up there.
Yeah. Well, I'm always joking with my coworkers because when I worked med-surg, we had these kids that were admitted for what's the technical term? They were overdosed and what is it called when you drink too much? Get the blackouts and where you pass out.
Alcohol poisoning?
Alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I'm a nurse. Hi. And they all tried. It was a bunch of boys. They tried the tampon trick. Have you heard about the ballerina tampon trick?
No.
I kind of want to.
Do not do this at home. So because your butt, it has a bunch of vessels, and because your vagina has a bunch of vessels, a lot of the ballerinas would take a tampon and soak it in vodka, and they would put it up there, and they would be drunk because it would absorb into the bloodstream.
Right.
But you can't regulate how much, and because it's so vascular, you can't put as much, like one little
Right.
shot or one little will get you alcohol
Wasted,
poisoning. And
yeah.
so
Right.
the boys
Now, I
took
have
it,
heard
they
that.
Yeah, so they had the tampons up their butts. Why? I don't know. But they did.
How do you
and
get it
they
up
had Well, how do you get
it up there? I mean, if you got it soaked in vodka, it all swole up. Isn't it all big and fat?
I think they soak it in the applicator and then use the applicator.
Oh, okay. Like you stuffing it in there with a rolling pin or something? You mean? Okay.
Totally.
Okay, so you leave it in its little plastic rocket launcher, and you soak
pull the rocket launcher out, and then you leave the tampon in.
Right.
I got
But then you just got me thinking about turkey basters, and I wonder if we could do that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I keep telling everybody that I'm going to try it out at work and go to work drunk, and nobody's going to know.
Oh,
and I'm not really going to do it, but I really want to do it.
Well, you don't want to leave a turkey baster up there.
Well, I heard a story about someone who did it with like a beer bong. Put it up there and then poured a beer up there, and then they had to go to the hospital immediately.
And that was just with beer?
Just with beer. Yeah, because
it's so vascular, the alcohol absorbs almost immediately.
Yeah.
There's no way to regulate. I wonder what would happen if you stuck a gummy, like a pot gummy up your butt.
No, I'm willing to try that one. That one I'm willing to try.
You'll be like, why am I sticky butt cheek poops here?
Yeah.
I'm leaking gummy goo out my butthole.
Now that would be hilarious. Get some green running down your leg.
It's a green spot on your scrubs.
What is
there.
that, Sean?
NurseX.
I love it when you call in.
I started my man period.
Sorry. Man period. It's green. I'm an alien.
It's a man period.
You're a Vulcan. That's what you are. Green blood.
On my planet. But, a gummy up the ass isn't a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier to chew it. But.
Right. If you try it, will you let me know? Because I really want to know now.
Oh, no, I'm going to do it live.
Huh. Well, you know what? We'll drop this to our kid. He'll do it.
Yeah, he will.
I believe you.
He may have already done it, him and his friends.
Have already done it.
One from each end.
Ah.
Yeah,
see what you feel first.
Right. Eat one, pluck one.
Oh.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible. Well, you know what? We should probably not. We should say a disclosure.
Yeah,
here.
don't do that at home.
What did I say before the tampons? I said don't try this at home.
Don't try it at home.
But then we added some other stuff.
Yeah,
up
don't
there.
try any. You know what?
Everything Swallow does not.
Usually, anything we suggest, you should probably not
don't
try.
Stick anything in your butthole.
Right.
Don't stick anything in your butthole or vagina. That's not what they're there for.
That's not what they're there for.
Now I can't get behind that either. Now you're going down an even worse path.
I could get behind it, but I don't have anything to stick in it.
That's great.
Interesting. Well, I always thought they just used a funnel, and they put a little funnel in their butt and poured a little shot in there. I always wondered how they got the alcohol in the butthole.
Yeah.
I did not think about the tampon thing.
It's called the ballerina trick, I guess, because you don't get the calories. That's the whole reason behind it is the calories. But like if you're doing vodka's got like 80 calories. What do you do? You know?
Like, how many calories are in hand sanitizer?
Just drink it.
Yeah. And they kind of had to like the feeling of something in their butt.
That's gotta burn.
I mean, come on. I would think it would burn too.
Alcohol, vodka on your rectum.
Right.
Come on.
Don't you think it would hurt? Like,
I'll drop a little on when we're done.
You don't have any feeling after like the first 2 or 3 inches in your vagina at least, but like in your sphincter, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, right?
What? Wait a minute. Go back to that first thing you said. You don't have feeling?
After the first 2 or 3 inches, we don't have any feeling until you actually hit the cervix. And then you have feeling on the cervix.
You have a dead zone in there, like the dark side of the puss?
Pretty much, yeah. That middle part doesn't do anything.
It's just the meaty, fleshy part in the middle.
Yeah.
What the hell am I doing in there? I'm in there doing sign language, thinking I'm playing some sort of practical, fun game, like a piano.
If you're touching the cervix, if you're touching her cervix, you are playing a fun little game.
You are.
But the first couple inches, that's about it. That's all we feel.
I wish you could see his face.
What the hell?
I'm sorry.
I think he's starting to smoke.
It's coming out of his ears.
Yeah,
he's
blew his mind.
I learned so much today.
Blew his mind.
The mystery.
NurseX ruined my life.
Nah, he's gonna be like, I don't believe her. Let's see. I gotta see for myself.
No, how do I test it? You're still in charge.
Seriously, you can feel like that something. It's like you can feel that something's touching it.
Yeah.
But you don't really. There's not a lot of.
Kind of like when I sit on my hand and it goes to sleep. Like I know it's there. And something's touching it, but it's just just like just not responsive.
I mean, if you pound away at a weird angle and you're just hitting the side there, you're really not doing much.
No.
You know.
I'm the angle guy.
No, you're not. Oh my God. did.
Oh my God! I learned something
sorry.
new about the vagina every time you're on this show.
I'm sorry.
You know
It's
what?
I do.
That's right. She's doing her
elbows
job.
I'm elbows deep into a vagina. It's just-
When I'm not
I
painting
do.
warehouses,
I'm fisting, not at the warehouse. Although
not at the
Although
warehouse.
you could.
I could,
a lot of
but
space.
you know.
Wow.
Funny.
I'm gonna need to digest. I'm gonna write this down. Middle part.
He's gonna write
So
it
the
down.
next time I talk to you, I'll make sure I have some interesting, more interesting vagina facts for you.
That's right.
Nothing is. No, I don't need
Listen,
anything as
so,
big as this.
So many men are learning so many things.
Well, now I'm wondering what am I doing with the other 3 inches? Seems kind of like a waste.
It's so funny because we have people come in that are, we have a lower socioeconomic group of people that we take care of.
Okay.
And you'll have people come in and you want to put a catheter in them and they're like, well, how does the baby come out with the catheter? You're like, well, it goes in a different hole. And they're like, wait, what? There's a different hole?
Oh, my
Some
gosh.
people think you actually pee out of the vaginal opening. And
Right.
you're like, no, honey, there's 3 holes down there.
You want to tell him, have you ever looked
just-
at it? Let's look at it. Let me show you.
Honestly, part of when they go to that first girly appointment should be them squatting in front of a mirror so that they can
Absolutely.
see the anatomy.
Absolutely.
It just blows my mind the lack of knowledge people have about that
Listen,
area.
how can you even clean well if you don't know what you got down there?
Exactly. You don't know where the pee's coming. You're thinking you're wiping the big hole.
Right. You're wiping the big hole. That's exactly right.
Wow.
Definitely smoking now.
Did you know that when you put in a catheter, here's one for you, Sean.
Okay.
When you put in a catheter, when they teach us how to put them in, because it's really easy to put them in a guy because you know where you're going.
Yeah. Right.
But in a girl, you actually have to lift the part of the clit and
I
the
got you.
labia
Yep.
to see the urethra.
Yep.
And it winks at you. You
Yep.
look for the wink.
I've seen
It
it.
winks. Huh.
It winks.
I've seen it
Yep.
because when I
Yep.
worked in the doctor's office with my sister, I got to participate in everything, and I got to watch him do that.
Yeah, and
You
it
saw the
really
wink.
truly winks. It winks at you. The urethra winks.
Oh.
It was interesting. I thought,
Yeah,
holy
urethra. That's with a
mackerel.
U, right?
Yes. Yes. URETH. Oh,
Right,
I don't know how to spell it.
I'm finding. I'm finding. I'm finding videos.
Oh, he's gonna find a
on all this.
video.
All
I'm
this.
sure it'll be on like Pornhub or something. I'm
Wow.
sure you can find the
No,
winking
it's
on.
called Education Hub.
Okay.
Education. That's what you call it when you pay for it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Ed Hub.
Right.
Ed Hub. Wow.
Ed Hub.
That's great.
I know that there are a lot of different catheters out there, and some are better than others. I see the commercial.
You're looking for a 16 French. That's our standard.
Yes.
Ouch.
A travel one that has self-cleaning or something, lubricating,
You know
self-lubricating.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I don't know if I'd bother with that, but okay.
Well, I see the commercials, and that guy flies his
Okay.
plane for hours, and luckily he's able to do that because of his self-lubricating.
We don't have cable,
catheter.
so this is like a Medicare
Yeah.
commercial.
Yeah, we get.
Well,
we
it's like
get,
that scientist or the NASA chick that killed that guy, and she drove for like 30 hours straight and by wearing Depends. She could have just done a catheter and been fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
been fine. She could have gone way longer.
Yep,
Yeah,
way
she-
longer.
Yeah.
Probably be pretty hard to put a catheter in yourself, though.
Oh, there's a lot of people that do it. Johnny Knoxville hurt himself so bad in this Jackass stuff that he had to self-cath himself 3 or 4 times a day.
Are you
For
kidding?
years. No, you can look it up. It's a fact.
Yeah.
He talks about it in
Did he have to
interviews
have
about
surgery to fix it?
Well, it's fixed now. I don't know what he did,
What
but
he
he had
did.
to cath because he couldn't pee right.
Wow, because
Because he hurt himself by getting kicked in the balls and all the things he did. Like they would shoot things at their penises and stuff. And
Yep.
he hurt himself bad.
I bet it was that episode where that guy in that Argentina or whatever, that weird sport where they throw
Oh,
that,
right,
remember, and he hit
yep.
him right square in the balls.
Right.
that one
Right
time?
straight on it. Yeah.
he
Or
hit
they
him
did
right
that
on
one
his
where it was
rockers.
something was on a rope and they let it go. It was like, and it would
Right,
hit him.
and smashed in.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
I mean,
right,
all
they
of
dropped the brick.
It was
Yeah,
all of
and
these
how many things have they done? I mean, like, falling on it, all kinds of things. Yeah, I'm surprised he has kids, but yeah.
You know what?
They're
He's
not
better
his.
now. He says he's better now and doesn't have to do it anymore, but for like 10 years, he had to straight cath himself 3 or 4 times a day.
I'm telling
just
that
to pee.
that
That's
pilot
horrible.
flying that plane. He
You know
put
what?
his own in.
That changes a person.
That does.
It does.
Yeah.
It changes a person.
Changes
Oh my
the relationship
goodness.
with your wiener.
Yeah. And why did you
Yes,
hate
it
him to
does.
begin with? Right? Like, why didn't like him? You were so mean to him. That's horrible.
So mean to him. I'm sorry, a laugh and money is not worth it.
No, I agree. I absolutely agree. And it set a horrible example for other boys.
Right.
Okay.
That's crazy. Sean,
All right.
Sean's got a list.
Yep. It's catheter, under the hood, middle part numb. Okay.
Winky, winky.
Winky, winky.
All right. Wink.
Winky, winky.
That's the most to put the wink. I forgot to put the wink.
Wink.
I was just so mesmerized. I put the wink, but I didn't wink it enough. Holy crap.
That's great.
Yeah, so I'm good. Are you any more tidbits of information we should have that you want to tell us? Are you there?
No, I don't know right now. I'll have to start writing them down as I find them out and stories for you guys, because there's some shit that just like blows my mind. So, did I tell you about the baby being born in the stretch pants that made the hammock?
No.
A baby came out of the womb in stretch pants.
No.
Okay, so I'm without divulging names or anything. This woman was homeless, and her friend locked her out of the room or out of the house. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's still cold. It's March, April, and she's like, "I'm gonna have my baby in my stretchy pants," and she was high, and so she has the baby and comes into the hospital, and baby's cold, so we're warming it up and stuff. And I'm talking to her and trying to get her admitted. And she's like, I told her I was going to have my baby in my stretchy pants. And then I had my baby in my stretch pants. It made a good hammock,
Oh, my God.
What in the world is going on here?
It just cradled
right there. So I sat there
with
with the baby in my pants, in my hammock pants, until the paramedics got here. And I'm like,
wow.
That's called a white trash papoose.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Wow.
I love stretchy pants.
You know what?
I told her I was going to have my baby in my stretchy pants, and then I did.
Just another good use for them.
Yep. Good old stretchy pants.
Brilliant.
She did not get her baby, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm sure she did not. Oh. Yeah. I'm sure she did not. And no, she got her stretch pants, hammock pants back.
She got her stretchy pants. Had to go back to her homeless shelter, and the baby's safe. So.
Yeah, that's good. Baby's safe. That's
She's
all
still
that
wearing
matters.
those stretchy pants.
Probably.
Probably. That's horrible.
Let's talk about catheters again.
That's so great.
And NurseX, you're the best.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Are so fun.
I have fun.
You're so fun. You're smart. You're knowledgeable.
And funny.
And you make us feel normal.
Totally.
And I'm a dirty bird.
I love it. Yeah. Works great for us.
Best part. Yeah, exactly.
Well, call me anytime, because I'm sure there's always going to be stuff to talk about, because we're going to be masking it up, doing all this bullshit for the rest of our fucking lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah, probably so. And, we don't always just have to talk about COVID and stuff.
No.
Right. The vagina tidbits, that should just be a thing.
It should just be.
Honestly, you should have me on once a week just for, sexual health and healing, advice and stuff. Like a call-in thing. With, like how they used to do the Love Doctor and with Dr. Drew and Adam and stuff, and you can call in and ask all kinds of sexual questions and stuff.
That's
I'm
a good
not the
idea.
sexual expert. I'm very vanilla, unlike you guys, but I'm very knowledgeable in the anatomy.
Yes, you are.
Well,
that's a great idea.
I am now too.
Yes, you are. You learned all kinds of stuff today.
I did. I learned stuff all the time. Every time you're on, I learn something.
Yeah, that's fun.
Good.
It's fun to watch him.
I'm glad.
The first time was that COVID is in your poop.
And now you learned it's in your...
And now you've learned that it's in your vaginal secretion.
Yep.
How about that?
So I've just got to keep all that stuff at bay, and I should be fine.
As long as Shaina doesn't have it in her junk, your junk's safe.
That's right.
Okay.
Wash
junk
your hands.
Junk. Can just my junk get it?
No.
Okay, good. I don't have it.
That would be an STD or STI, and COVID's not that.
No,
so you're safe.
And when you get one of those, you know you got it.
Plus, you're in a loving monogamous relationship, so there you go.
That's
you're
right.
Safe from the COVID.
Keeps my COVID clean. Yeah, I'm gonna stay up.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of C words stacking up right there, but thought I'm going to let that go.
That's right. Let it
All
go.
right. Thank you so much, NurseX.
Yeah.
We love you. Again, if you have any questions for NurseX, email us.
Yeah, at EverythingSwallowPodcast@gmail.com. We can forward them on to NurseX for you.
Yeah.
You can follow us at The Nation on Facebook. That's our private group. Join it. It's highly inappropriate and a lot of fun.
Exactly. You could even ask the NurseX questions just in the group.
Absolutely.
And that we could get those back to her.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try really hard to see you guys on the 25th. So working hard. Okay.
You won't see
Very
me.
cool. I won't see you.
No.
No boys allowed.
No
but
boys
that's
allowed.
okay.
Yeah, but it's still going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. That's why I'm not going to be happy.
That's
All right.
It's missing out.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
We love you.
Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for talking. All right. Bye.
Thank you. Oh, my gosh.
She's so great.
I had a lot of digest today.
She's so great, man. Can you imagine? Just have all that knowledge stacked up in there.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
I got so many things going on. It's like I've got the music on my phone, and we're talking to her on the phone.
Right.
So I was trying. I'm sorry if there was a little. There was a buzz and stuff going on there. Interesting. She does not sound as concerned with COVID as she did if you go back and listen to our very first podcast with her.
Right.
She seems like she's kind of
way more relaxed,
mellowed out a little bit. We've kind of come to realize that it's going to be okay.
Yes, it's going to be okay.
And when the nurses tell us it's going to be okay, that means it's going to be okay.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. It's going to be just fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Beautiful
Happy
day.
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yeah. We'll see you later.
I don't even know what to say about the whole the way. Just good.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands and be nice to people out there. Quit bullying people on Facebook.
Be nice to people. And be nice on Facebook.
Yeah.
Let's start doing some positive stuff.
Yeah.
We are overdue for Saturday Sex Talk. Yeah,
I know,
pretty much.
So bad.
It's going to happen, I guess, on the 25th, all in person. Maybe we just live stream that. Oh, no, there would be dudes watching.
Yeah. Well, I might live stream it for people if they don't want, or not live stream it, but have it so that they can get like on a Zoom or something if they don't feel comfortable coming.
Oh, wow.
To the party. Yeah.
Now you're getting high tech.
I know. Fancy.
About, like, Messenger is doing a thing like that too, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, bye.
Okay, goodbye. I hope you like what you just heard because you've just been swallowed.
Make sure and listen to us on Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, even YouTube and Castbox, or wherever you love to listen to your podcasts.
Give us a like, give us a love, give us 5 stars. Remember to share us with your friends because it makes a difference.
Remember, follow the swallows.